Welcome back, my dear friends. If you remember, in the last class, we had studied that communication is divided into two types, verbal communication and non-verbal communication. In verbal communication, we have discussed that verbal communication can be oral and written. Likewise, now we are going to understand oral communication in detail. My dear friends, it is said that in the history of mankind, it is said that human being is a social animal. And because human being is a social animal, he feels the need to involve and socialize with different human beings. He feels the need to stay in groups, and hence, because he is in groups, because he is put with different kind of people, he tries to communicate. He tries to be with them because he requires them for his living, for a good, healthy living. And hence, oral communication is one of the oldest forms of communication when two people were together. Because it may be one person and two people, it may be a group of people. They will always try to talk to each other. And hence, we are today going to discuss oral communication in detail. Friends, take an example. You are in the classroom. The teacher is with you. He or she is teaching you a certain subject, but that communication is happening between one teacher and a group of students. It may be 10 students, 15 students, 20 students, whatever the number be. But when the teacher is talking and the students are listening to him or her, it means that oral communication is happening. Are you understanding this? Now, this oral communication is happening. It has got several other implications. What are these implications? Is this oral communication only when the teacher is in the classroom and teaching in the class? No, right? Oral communication is happening right now on the Topper app and the website where you are watching me. I am teaching and you are listening. That is still oral communication. So my dear friends, oral communication can happen in person, which means it can happen face to face. It can also happen on media like internet. It can also happen on media like telephone. And it can also happen in several other media where human beings are a part and parcel of it forever and always, because we are connected today via communication which is ultra modern, and that is satellite communication. Are you understanding this? All such type of communication is known as oral communication. Now, my dear friends, let us understand what are the merits, which means advantages, and what are the demerits, which means disadvantages of oral communication. Yes, my dear friends, here are the advantages of oral communication. The first advantage, oral communication is quick. It is quick, which means if I have such an idea in my mind, let's say I want to plan a party for my friend. It's a surprise party. I will pick up the phone immediately and call the other friends and tell them, hey, let's plan a party. Let's plan a party for Rahul. It's his birthday. Will you write an email in this case? Will you write a message and keep waiting forever? No, right? You want the actions to happen quickly, and hence you will use oral communication, which is telephone in this case. We have just seen, right? The second advantage is that it is economical. It is economical because, come on, you don't send a letter when you want to communicate. If you want to communicate, the best thing is go and meet the person. At times, you will feel that, okay, Does it mean that I have to spend some money and going and meeting the friend? No, no, no. Hold on. Let me clarify this doubt. When I say economical, I say that don't compare the costs, compare the advantage. My dear friends, imagine you are the managing director of a big company. You have to make a very important decision. You are going to consult your other directors in this. Will you keep on sending an email? No, I'm sure you won't, right? Instead, you will just have a quick conversation. You will just have a conference call and take the opinion, take the advice and get done. Make the decision, isn't it? So that means it is economical. You can't wait forever to make big decisions which are worth millions of dollars, right? That is economical. Because if you wait by sending an email or by letter, then the loss that you might incur is much more than a conference call. Are you understanding this? Or maybe meeting the people? Better understanding. When we talk about better understanding, my dear friends, understand that it is always best to go and meet the people, to talk to them on phone rather than sending messages, because at times how much you can convey via words and by talking cannot be conveyed via messages. Are you understanding? Right? Then let us understand that it involves personal touch. It is always best that it's your friend's birthday, it's your mom's birthday, it's your daddy's birthday. You can't send them a message from another room. You should go to them and you should talk to them and tell them, wish them happy birthday, wish them happy anniversary, because oral communication definitely has a personal touch. Now, my dear friends, let us understand that it is also effective. The feelings that you can convey personally, orally, cannot be conveyed via messages, letters, and emails. My dear friends, also understand that oral communication has immediate feedback. Pick up that phone and say, I love you. You will get a response. Either it's a yes, either it's a no. Isn't it? That is exactly what immediate feedback means. Or go meet the person. Tell him or her, I love you. Either you get a rose or you get a slap. Is it? Yes, it is. Immediate feedback. Next, privacy and secrecy. When you talk about privacy and secrecy, all the things that you discuss on phone or in person are orally discussed. There is no written document for it, and hence nobody else can see it. It is absolutely private. It is between you and the person or persons, isn't it? So these are the advantages of oral communication. Yes, my dear friends, now let us look at the disadvantages or demerits of oral communication. The first disadvantage is physical distance. My dear friends, it is always possible that you might go and meet the person. Yes, but the distance that actually would have between you and the person, it might be longer. So, is it possible to quickly meet that person? No, it is not possible in this case. My dear friends, it is not possible to meet a person who is at a longer distance for talking to him or her. In this case, oral communication in person could be a problem. It is also possible that because maybe your friend is located in some other country, then the geographical distance is also possible, and that can also be a demerit because the time difference is something that you cannot forget. That is about physical distance. Now, it is also important for you to understand that the second disadvantage is lack of record. Imagine, my dear friends, you are meeting your friend. You are discussing something very, very important. But your friend goes and tells something else to the other friends and says that you have told this. And you say, no, I haven't done this. I haven't told him about this. But what is the evidence? There is no evidence because it is face to face. It's oral communication. Oral communication does not have a record because there is no evidence. There is no written documentation. Are you understanding this? It could be phone or meeting. No evidence, right? Poor retention. Friends, this is a very, very common example. You have vacations. Your mother is telling you, okay, please get there, come here and get me this list from the market of items. Now the list of items is good when she writes and give it to you. But imagine if she says, okay, I want you to buy onions 5 kgs, tomatoes 2 kgs, potatoes 4 kgs, and you just mess everything up in your brains. And you buy exactly opposite what she has told you, because this time she has not given you a list. She has not given you a list of items to be brought from the market. She has just told you orally. So, poor retention. You're not able to remember it in your memory, is it? Next one is length of talks. Imagine, my dear friends, that sometimes you wanted to have a discussion with a colleague of yours on a certain topic, but you end up talking everything else but what you wanted to talk. Because meeting in person or on call, the topic is diverted. You go somewhere else, the topic goes somewhere else, and the lengths of the talk increase. This can be also a demerit of oral communication. Next one is time consuming. My dear friends, it is always best at time to just leave a message to the person you want to talk to and then have a conversation, rather than going and meeting the person, which can consume his or her and their time as well. My dear friends, have you now understood the merits or advantages and demerits or disadvantages of oral communication? Very good. Now I urge you to go back, study, revise, give the question sets, and stay tuned to Topper. Thank you very much.